to those, we got women's tag team match. We got strong matches beating Saray and to qualify for this match. Country, Bliss, Alexa Bliss, and Mickie James. Look at a lot of chemistry shown so far.
I'm going to have you run through that intro one more time, even though the video's already started, because I forgot to plug your microphone in.
Wow.
I had to I unplug it for main event so that they're not getting like it'd be weird.
But Country Bliss, Alexa Bliss, Mickie James qualified by beating Saray and Xia Li to get this match. They've shown a lot of chemistry off rip, and this is going into universe mode. This was kind of one of my favorite tag teams that just kind of poofed out of nowhere. I think the name kind of fits, and
I really like the name. I read that. I was like, damn, that's a good name.
It's a good tag name. And then we also the Divas of Doom beating the Iconics to qualify for this opportunity to become the first SmackDown Women's Tag Team Champions. I mean, you got to think about this. Mickie James, like, been a vet. I mean, Alexa Bliss, I would consider her pretty much a vet now, too. But these two women that are across from them, certified Hall of Famers.
Oh, for sure. I think the only person in this match that is not a certified Hall of Famer at this time is Bliss. But well on her way.
Yeah, well on her way.
She's won every championship in WWE for the women multiple
besides the NXT, which would be wild.
I'd love her to go back just for a short stint. And who the fuck? Brady, you
Don't worry.
I cannot type.
For the SmackDown Women's Tag Championships.
And here we go, right off the bat. Mickie James, Beth Phoenix opening it up for us. A lot of history between these two women here.
Yeah, starting out two vets. I mean,
oh my,
already went into a pin with that fisherman.
Absolutely.
A little slow.
I'm going to take this opportunity to give a medical update on Chance after the events of what happened at main event.
Yeah, your Raw superstar is not protected over there.
The assault by Akira Tozawa. We saw him get super kicked in the back of the head. He did not land very well. It has been confirmed he was concussed. We do not have a timeline for his return, but
I mean,
he's going to make speedy recovery. And definitely messes up some plans I had for booking coming up here. He was going to have a number one contenders match.
Brady. Wow, yeah, you're Vince. You're officially Vince. It has been confirmed in game.
That's funny.
You are Vince.
Shit. Yeah, Brady just sent for the context, Brady, part of the Primetime Players, a good friend of ours, just called Chance my Austin Theory. He's not wrong is the worst part.
What is stronger, this end or this end? Just flipping a pencil metaphor.
Listen. I'm sorry. Are we going to pretend that Austin Theory is not awesome? I mean, dude's out here putting on banger after banger. Has been since NXT.
Okay, that's copyright infringement.
You're right.
Superstars.
Well, it would have been copyright infringement if I added one more banger.
Bros.
It would have been copyright. We're at an 8 count, by the way. You might not get women's tag champs.
No, Mickey knows that veteranness.
You might. Oh my God, you might get women's tag champs by count out.
Ben, Country Bliss, Natalia. By count out. Not
your inaugural women's tag team champions, Country Bliss by count out.
I think that's the first count out championship victory in all of universe.
Oh, absolutely.
For the first champions too. I definitely sense a string of controversy in that. I mean, Beth couldn't even do anything about that.
I have
Alexa Bliss.
Are we gonna hand them the belt or like what's good?
I mean the belts are now.
I mean the belts are theirs, right?
The belts are theirs. I mean
controversial,
but to declare first champions. I mean, you'll just have to watch SmackDown to see how we.
That's a fair point. Let's move on to the next match, the SmackDown Women's Championship. But we move on.
We move on to the SmackDown Women's Championship match.
Yes.
Which, as a special Backlash feature, is going to be held inside Hell in a Cell.
Of course, entering first should be
the brutality bringer.
Mommy. Or how does he say it? How does he say it?
He just says it with a Hispanic accent. He says it's like mommy. Like,
It's hard to say it, right?
yeah, because
It's hard to say it without sounding weird.
it's like he says it like MAMI.
Yeah. But it's
So
like,
he hits two vowels.
I can say Poppy, like fucking Eddie Guerrero. I can't say.
we just don't have the accent. We just don't.
I wish I was Mexican.
But Rhea Ripley strutting down to the ring after coming out of that triple threat, beating Shotzi and Trish Stratus to
Yes.
qualify for this. But she has to go against a familiar foe.
The inevitable Charlotte Flair. Great.
The inevitable. I
We need to
feel
make
like
inevitable merch.
I feel like tweeting that at her and just be like, please change your nickname to the inevitable.
It is so weird to see her be babyface right now because her entire character is like she keeps trying to do heel shit and then she remembers she's a face and she's got to do the
Yeah,
thing
when she
ripped
the title and she's like, I'm sorry. Flashback.
She like ripped the title from the ref and goes, "Thank you."
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Thank you. Thank you. But I would love that to be her character.
Like a heel that's trying to be face.
Yeah, like she's trying to turn over a new leaf
But
and
she's
start
just a
being
shitty
nice.
person.
No, not that she just does things like she's just used to doing things a certain way.
Yeah.
And then she just tries to be like Kevin Owens did. Like how she's the women's division's Kevin Owens. Like she goes on that where I know I did this thing in the past. I'm sorting through some things. I'm champion is all I want. But that beautiful SmackDown Women's
That's a
Championship
good looking belt. So funny enough, I like that Kevin Owens' gimmick right now is that he's the only person in WWE that has long-term memory.
Acknowledges kayfabe. He fully
Like,
acknowledges.
no, he's like,
Yeah, he
you're
acknowledges
not like with the Elias Ezekiel. He's like, no, we're not.
We're not
And then he
cool.
goes-
All these months of
he goes, and the last time I saw you, because you're not Elias, or you're not Ezekiel, you hit me with a guitar. Not that guitar, because the guitar you hit me with is broken.
well,
that
Kevin
title.
Owens.
Held up above the head of Charlotte Flair.
I would love to just see like Kevin Owens and Pat McAfee just on the Kevin Owens show or just on commentary.
Dude, give me Kevin Owens on the Pat McAfee show.
Kevin Owens and Pat McAfee show would be great. Actually, and also I was thinking about this the other day. Pat McAfee is technically an NXT original. He started in
He
NXT.
is. He
started
is an NXT guy.
He started in NXT. He went the proper way. Pat McAfee lived everybody's dream.
He wrestled on the Indies first, too.
Oh, I forgot he did
Yes.
do that way back.
He wrestled on the Indies.
Pat McAfee is the true underdog story of
Yes.
wrestling.
He went the Adam Cole route.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't
He
go the
just
Adam
needs
Cole.
to-
No, he went the NFL player route. He indie wrestler, then NFL player.
What NFL play? No, he was NFL, or he did Indies after.
No, he did indies like, but he did like something like a super small like
Oh, I was gonna
minute.
say,
like-
he did some Indies after NFL too. It was more.
I was gonna say, did you ask what NFL team that he was?
No, he was the Colts.
Yeah, I was just gonna be like,
Punter of the decade. Man.
yeah, I was just gonna say.
I'm not even a football fan, and I know.
I was gonna say that was so egregious on Pat McAfee.
No. Can we talk about how the Jaguars might actually win the Super Bowl?
Okay, don't go too far. They still have to go against the Kansas City Chiefs
That is
or
true.
the Buffalo Bills or the Cincinnati Bengals.
And they could go up against the Buccaneers in the Super Bowl, right?
No, Buccaneers have no chance, no shot.
First of all, listen, Tom Brady. Listen, I get that. You're not.
Where's the
you're not a Tom
SpongeBob
Brady
meme
fan.
at? How many times do we have to let this old
Listen,
man?
let's be completely serious here. I feel like you have to agree with this. Postseason Tom Brady is a different beast.
Postseason Tom
He
Brady
puts up fucking numbers
gets
like.
sacked the same way anybody else.
Hey, he made it to the Super Bowl, or not Super Bowl. He made it to the playoffs this
And he
year.
also botched a perfect season.
Oh, you're talking about with Eli? That is true. I'll fully admit that. But Eli Manning's also like the one quarterback. That's
Him
always
and
had
Matt
his
Ryan
number.
are tied for the worst Super Bowl performances.
Like he is the one like postseason Tom Brady is like legitimately, I think statistically, he's one of the best postseason players of all time.
When we're talking about Tom Brady, we need to be talking about the Tom Brady of the women's division in Charlotte.
I feel like you're insulting Charlotte right now because you hate Tom Brady.
I'm just talking about. I can acknowledge his rings.
You can
Even though they are
acknowledge
team
he is
sport.
a skilled quarterback.
He is a skilled quarterback, but overhyped in certain instances.
See, I feel that way about Drew Brees because, well, for the same reason that like a lot of people say Brees is the greatest of all time. I think Peyton Manning's the greatest of all time, personally. And I say this as a huge Tom Brady fan.
Because I'm a Saints fan. I'm not gonna lie. I'm biased to put Brees at number 1, but realistically,
that's how I am with Brady.
Realistically, he's number 2. Aaron Rodgers is number 3. Oh. Brady might crack 4.
See, I put Rodgers at like 4, maybe 5. And the only reason I would say 5 is
2.
Like Joe Montana. I'd put it like number 4. Because we're thinking all these modern players, man. You got to think of the guys like Joe Montana, one of the fucking greatest of all time.
See, that's a whole nother like thing. Because when I
think about sport back then.
Going for the figure 8
already. Rhea Ripley's getting dominated here, which I feel like not something she's used to.
I mean, when you're going against the inevitable Charlotte Flair, it's look at Charlotte working those knees. Good.
I'm starting to wonder what the difficulty is set on.
A technical savant.
I might need to check that because I'm curious now.
Charlotte putting in that work. 1, 2.
Oh, Rhea able to kick out, but it took everything she had.
Rhea down to the last drop. I mean,
Charlotte getting the sledgehammer is the most just fitting thing possible. The only thing
Rhea
that would
with
be more
the big
fitting,
boot looking to gain some momentum. Big German.
The only thing that would be more fitting is if she pulled a shovel out from under the ring. Go full Triple H. Reign of Terror.
Oh. Charlotte. Big superplex back to the inside.
So I saw a interview where MJF was saying that it was like a shoot interview. His goal for this title reign is to be 2001 Triple H, 2002 Triple H, like Reign of Terror, prime Reign of Terror Triple H.
Who said what about what?
MJF in a shoot interview said he wants he's inspired with this title reign that he's on by Triple H, like 2003, 2004, whatever the Reign of Terror was.
Oh, I think that was post-quad surgery.
That man
pre-quad surgery.
It might have been pre-quad because he came back as like the best fucking face pop of almost all time.
Yeah, leather jacket trip. That's what everybody tries to emulate now.
I thought it was jean jacket.
Oh yeah, jean jacket.
Yeah, it was fucking dope. That's what it was.
It's number 2, honestly, in babyface return pops.
Who do you put number 1? Stone Cold?
Cena. Coming back for the Rumble.
Royal Rumble 2008 is one of the
everybody stops in the ring and freezes and looks, and just him standing there in classic thugonomics pose. Oh, 1, 2.
Oh. So fun fact, I watched that Rumble live, and my best friend was there at the time.
I think that's in St. Louis.
No, this is Madison Square Garden, my dude.
Was it? Yeah. There was one in St. Louis where somebody returned. It was because St. Louis has had like 2 Royal Rumbles or something like that. We've had a couple.
Oh, whoa. Riptide.
Oh, Rhea looking to turn the tide, dropped her straight on that
back
on
of
metal
head
on that sledgehammer too.
Oh,
and you almost counted Rhea out. Look at.
Just about to say Charlotte, and Rhea's got another riptide.
She's got that or the anchor.
I think she's going for the anchor. She's going for the anchor. No, so I was about to say if she taps here.
Oh, she's working on that body, wearing out that body. Wearing out that body.
Oh my! Is she gonna pin? No. So
Rhea looking to inflict some more brutality.
I got to order that pay-per-view, that Royal Rumble 2008, because it also had Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. Well, Jeff Hardy was Intercontinental Champion, and I was a big Jeff Hardy mark back then, because of course I was a fucking kid. Like it was really good. It was the first time that they did the Twist of Fate. It was the first time that they did the Twist of Fate roll into the RKO counter. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And during that build, Jeff Hardy did the swanton from the scaffolding onto Orton. It was awesome. So I had my best friend over at the time. It was also my birthday's February 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact, that's right by the Rumble. And I got a Jeff Hardy necklace for my birthday. So I was watching this Rumble. I'm like, man, I'm loving this. And then John Cena showed up. I hated John Cena because I was a Jeff Hardy fan. I couldn't be both.
I couldn't be both. What is it? Liking multiple wrestlers? Never. Tribalism.
Funny enough, I was a huge Edge fan at that time, and that's why I hated Cena. And it's because I was an Edge a Christian fan. Because my first pay-per-view was
Rey Mysterio.
Unforgiven 2001.
I was big on like a lot of the underdogs too.
Yeah, I was big on Rey Mysterio.
The cruiserweight division was.
Oh, dude, Jamie Noble's one of my favorites of all time.
Jimmy Wayne. Yeah. I want them to put the
Nadia
Jamie Noble match.
Or Nydia.
Nydia.
Nadia's the fucking Twitch streamer that cheats in Call of Duty.
I want them to put his match on the for free
his
on
final
YouTube.
match.
Yeah,
I hope they,
because I want to see it.
because you know they record it.
Oh yeah, they recorded. They
figure eight, by the way.
Working on those legs though. Rhea tapping out.
Rhea Ripley, no choice but to tap to the inevitable. You gotta wonder who
Rhea
can beat Charlotte, man. This woman has had a stranglehold on your women's division for a while now.
I mean, that is why she is the inevitable. Regardless of who you are, regardless of what you do, you will have to cross paths with Charlotte Flair eventually.
Jesus Christ! But we move
I think,
on.
Is that the first retain? No, that's the first retain of the night.
That technically is the first retain, because primetime players.
Yeah, it was a
new
unification.
champion.
Yes.
It was a unified tag title, which is a beautiful title.
I mean, but let's see what's up with your girl Tegan.
Let's
in the
see
next
if
match.
Tegan Knox and Mandy Rose Brand can retain that gold.
Yeah, continuing
Going into
on.
the main event of part 2 for the Raw Women's World Championship. And now it is main event of part 2 time, baby. Entering first, the challenger.
It's boss time.
It is
I had to tap into my microphone.
Calm down, Cole. We don't have that many coal miners in the audience, I
Oh
promise.
my god, I was a coal miner. I'm like, Michael Cole, heel Michael Cole. I will admit it. I will raise my hand in that class and say I enjoyed it. I enjoyed heel Michael Cole.
I enjoyed some of it. It was just a bit. It's too much whenever he's there every single segment.
I can agree there were times in which he did like talk too much and it would kind of like ruin it. But like the stuff he was doing, like how he had the coal miners, the personal commentary box that like nobody did.
That was good. But of course,
because didn't Undertaker like Undertaker got in there and then somebody got in there and they closed it behind him. Like,
I'm not sure. I know. I think it was Cena poured shit into it.
Oh yeah, I remember.
On him. Look at that, Mandy Rose backing up her girl, the Raw Women's Champion, Tegan Knox, the girl with the shiniest wizard, who's been pretty damn impressive since season 1, episode 1.
Literally came out of the back half of season 1 doing real well. I mean, it was kind of shaky starting out with the Mandy Rose brand. Didn't know if they were gonna find their beautiful roses. They were just thorns in the beginning.
But now Tegan has held that women's title since around the Rumble, I believe, is when she cashed in.
Blossomed into a beautiful bouquet here with the Mandy Rose brand.
Of course, Tegan, nonetheless, looking to beat the CEO, Sasha Banks. Mercedes Moné.
Looking to get some more Monet with that champion's check. That's what it's about when you're the CEO.
I like the idea that in our universe, we still have the pay window. Just to hype up the next part, which will be tomorrow's episode, we still have to come. Dominic Mysterio, Kenny Omega, Jon Moxley, Will Ospreay, and Braun Breaker in a 5-pack ladder match for the United States Championship. We got Brock Lesnar versus Edge for the WWE Championship. That match would be really interesting in real life.
And then Pete Dunne versus Adrenaline in My Soul. Something, Cody Rhodes for the World Heavyweight Championship in an Extreme Rules match.
I am very curious to see how this match goes. Tegan Knox having a great
technical.
Yeah.
I would consider Tegan kind of more of a striker than technical.
I agree. She's got that shining wizard.
Like if there was what are those charts? Like the quadrant charts like how we used to do on the grids.
Yeah.
If there was like a technical at the top and like a striker at the bottom, she's kind of like more towards
the striker.
The upper half of the striker, like she's getting towards the middle.
Yeah, I agree. I have never been more disappointed in the crowd than her match with Xia Li on SmackDown this week. Where
I thought it was a pretty good match.
It was a great match. Like, it was a really good match. Dead crowd. Could not care less. I think partially because I think what they need to do, just do like one of those sit down interviews with Michael Cole, air that, have her tell her story. She's got a good story.
I don't think have her do a sit down. I think let her go out there with like a mic. I think let her go out there and like have it be where it's just like people are just putting in like their vibes to be like champions, like leading up, like everybody gets like a bit of time on like the mic. Let her get like time in there to like talk like with like people around like her and like let her like play off that, like let her get a Rumble promo.
Yeah,
like I mean that would be good because they've actually started to show like some of the people that are starting to qualify.
Yeah,
like I think they showed Rhea, I think Alexa,
I know Raquel and Liv both have they're
yeah, I think because it was only like 4 or 5 of them.
Did you hear who the current Vegas betting odds highest chance of winning the Women's Rumble is?
No, I didn't see the women's.
Liv Morgan.
Is it? Wow.
The idea, Liv versus Charlotte. The fucking meteor. That was a sick meteor. So apparently the potential plan, because since Rousey apparently is fucked off and they're not going to do Becky versus Rousey again. Is potentially either a triple threat, Becky, Liv, Charlotte, or just one-on-one Charlotte versus Liv. And it kind of leads back to 2019 Liv's like first like real like the match she had against Charlotte, and then she went away for 6 months and like reinvented herself. And I think it'd be a great bookend to her story to beat Charlotte at WrestleMania.
You know who? I'm still going Rhea though.
I think it should be Rhea, but I don't think Rhea needs the Rumble win to face Beyonce.
If she gets the most eliminations, I'll be fine.
Yep, most eliminations.
If she gets most eliminations and it's down to her and Liv gets her over.
That'd be such a good story too, because it leads back to Liv for Brutality. Oh man, look at us being Bookers of the Year. Fuck you, Tony Khan. Oh, she went for the Meteora.
He's more concerned with the Jaguars right now. I would be
understandably so.
This is the first time they're doing good in a long while.
Listen, they went 0-16. What, like 3 years ago?
They just had the biggest comeback I think in playoff history.
Third. Second or third.
There was like a 2013 like Colts or something like that.
And there's a Patriots one too.
It was
Patriots
like from like the 70s or like.
Well, they had a Patriots fourth quarter one a couple years ago too in the Super Bowl that like is considered one of the biggest as well. Because Tom Brady.
I think that dropped.
Well,
the Falcons choked.
It was 100% the Falcons choke. I was watching it at work with a. What was that? What is happening right now with our?
Oh, she almost got the pin off of the choke. Tegan is getting worse.
She is. The game. We need to check.
I don't know. The horsewomen are just goated.
That is true, especially in the game. Rope break, yes. Tegan.
The fact that we still have. I mean, I don't with Sasha not signing anywhere long term. I feel like this is all a play for her to go back to WWE and get the biggest check possible.
Oh, she just hit the frog splash.
1, 2, 3. 3 up, 3 down.
Tegan knocks.
Banks.
I don't even know what just happened here. Sasha. Charlotte continues to be the only champion that has retained so far. And, I mean, we still have 3 title matches.
Could this spell doom for... I mean, it's looking like a Smackdown kind of night, though. I mean, A-Kid taking the Cruiserweight Championship.
Yeah, this is... I have no words here. But let's move on. Part 3 tomorrow. We're going to start with that 5-pack ladder match for the U.S. title. I'm excited. I am excited. We'll see you soon.
Can you imagine if Dominic just scales